All right, welcome everybody. We got our first semifinal game here going for the Rocket League 2v2 Club Championship. I just heard from Martin Luther, one of the students is running a little late from class, so they are on their way. It looks like we already got Whitefish Bay in here, so we are getting ready to get in. I see both teams are checked in, so we're just moments away from getting started here. As soon as the victor of this best of five series is over, they will play the winner of the other best of five series, which is the other Whitefish Bay club team and St. Croix Central. So we'll keep an eye on that going on here as well. And then also on our YouTube channel today, we do have the last and final season for Club Fortnite after that 8-week season. Yeah, so we get to club or crown our first club champions here for the first time ever. So that's pretty cool. If you're looking at, or if you saw the thumbnail on the Rocket League stream here on YouTube, that's going to go ahead and actually be the t-shirt design, and we're going to be able to go ahead and get t-shirts over to the club champions for both Rocket League and Fortnite after this. So a couple of t-shirts going out. I'm going to try to get some stickers and buttons as well for those individuals too. Just as a small appreciation of their awesome season. So I am, as usual, jumping back and forth between tabs here. I guess I will make a special shout out announcement here too. Um, Open Studio. Oh, it just doesn't like my bit rate being so low. Winter season has opened. The registration has opened. So if you're interested in the 3v3 varsity Rocket League season or the JV season, that registration is open. We should also have enough interest in a middle school league as well. We have in the past. So I'm really hoping a bunch of new middle schools are starting to show interest and that they'll be up and running. We will also have Trio Build is our Fortnite season for the winter. We'll have varsity Fortnite going on Tuesday and Wednesday, JV on Thursday, and middle school on Friday. And then for the first time ever, we have Marvel Rivals as a varsity title on Wednesdays and JV on Thursdays. So we do have a lot going on this winter. Should be a pretty busy season here. So, yeah. And then, Varsity Smash and Overwatch playoffs start tomorrow and Wednesday. Smash, if they win on Tuesday, they play again on Thursday. If they win on Thursday, they go to state. If Varsity Overwatch wins on Wednesday, they're automatically going to state with one win. So, lot of things going on. Does look like I do see that Yamo is in Rocket League according to Discord. So hopefully that means that they'll be getting in here just shortly. Might mean that they don't get any warm up, but that is going to be what it's going to be, unfortunately. Again, I will try to keep an eye here too as to what's going on. The other game has started. All right, so that best of five is underway. I don't like how Rocket League isn't windowed right now, so I'm sorry that you don't get to keep listening to that. So I guess as we're kind of waiting here, just to take a look at the final standings here, Martin Luther finished the season with a 5-0 record. Whitefish Bay 2 Rocket League finished with a 5-2. St. Croix Central finished with a 4-0 duos, and then Whitefish Bay 1 finished with a 4-2 record. Close in fifth place was Beloit Turner, and then just beneath them was Anthony Akers Scarabs A. So again, this was our first time ever running 2v2 Rocket League, and we had 23 teams register for the season, so that was a pretty solid first showing. Again, we can always just keep doing more. The goal is to keep striving to move this forward. So let me reach out to Yamo, see where they're at. All right, looks just again just waiting on a response here. Okay, looks like we are starting to also get match of the weeks decided for next week, or for this week, sorry. So all right, so game one over at Whitefish Bay 2 and St. Croix Central. St. Croix Central takes game one 3-2. Hey, all right, we are all in the lobby. All right. All right, so here we go. Game one. Virus taking it up to the top into the corner. Gomel Brew. Trying for a little flip reset there. 50 ball up into the corner here. Oh, that looks to be an open net. Not going to quite find the back of the net there, though. I know how those feel. All right, Byers coming up here. Double commit from Whitefish Bay, and that's going to go ahead and leave an open goal for Yamo. All right, Whitefish Bay able to go ahead and take the early kickoff possession here. Nice dribble in there. Again, a double commit coming out here from Martin Luther. Gomo Brew tries to go ahead and get one in, but just enough from Virus here in order to deflect where it's going. Virus coming in for the flip reset off the backboard. The alley-oop play is not there for Yamo. Whitefish Bay trying to keep it into the Martin Luther half here. Yamo dribbles it down. Open net there, but there's the nice save coming in. Whitefish Bay trying to defend in the air here. Little chip there. Pretty easy save for Whitefish Bay. Martin Luther's keeping it in the half here. There's a nice demo just off the upper 90 there, though, for Martin Luther. On zero, so able to go ahead. Yamo able to get that side boost there. Nice save there, just being in the right place at the right time. Nice defense there. Gomo Brew's going to go ahead and start to send it back down into the Martin Luther half. Fakes one off the wall there, though. Not going to be able to find much there. Yamo's going to send one, and it's going to be saved by Whitefish Bay. Steals the corner boost there, too, so Whitefish Bay pretty starved on boost right now. Whitefish Bay again up on the sidewall there. Very important save. Able to at least get it out. Maybe a little breathing room. I think Gomo Brew was able to go ahead and get that side boost. Not able to go ahead and get that one over top there, and Whitefish Bay can just get enough in order to send it into the side here. Off the wall, there's a nice demo, but there's a bump in the air, and Gomo Brew misses the open sitter off the backboard. Whitefish Bay, decent little string of offense here. Going to go ahead and get back on defense. Virus coming in, and Whitefish Bay not able to go ahead and get there in time. 2-0, game one lead to Martin Luther. Oh, I don't know how y'all do those ceiling shots like that. Like, it just doesn't work in my brain. As soon as I get up there, I'm like a dying turtle on my back. Oh, Virus with the steal off the backboard and in. There's the double tap. All right, Martin Luther out to a 3-0 lead here. Yamo's going to go ahead and take one off the wall there. Virus up off the crossbar. Not able to go ahead and squeak that one in here. Whitefish Bay trying to get another one past Yamo. Little pinch all the way across. Little tap, Whitefish Bay off the ceiling. Awkward, but nice job there. Whitefish Bay starting to get a little bit of the ball into the offensive zone here. That's a 50 ball, and Virus able to go ahead and send it into the Whitefish Bay half here. And there's a critical demo from Whitefish Bay. Oh no, served one up to Yamo. And Yamo's not going to go ahead and let that one slide. All right, Whitefish Bay Just looking to hopefully get one into the net here in order to get some momentum going into game 2. Couple little bumps there. Oh, not able to go ahead and get 2 saves, and we're going to get a 5-0 game 1. All right, game 1 goes to Martin Luther. All right, looks like Yamo is going to go ahead and change their vehicle. Let me communicate with the other program here. Double check the results here. No game 2 yet. Results from the other side. Nice save there. Good 50 touch there, but it's going to leave an open net for Virus. And Virus is going to be able to go ahead and find the back of the net there for Martin Luther. 9 seconds in, Martin Luther finds the 1-0 advantage so far. Gomel Brew able to go ahead and chip one back there. Ooh, not able to go ahead and deke around, but Whitefish Bay's on the board. Nice job there. All right, Yamo takes one off the side wall there. Oh my goodness. AutoCam, what are you doing here? Oh, Whitefish Bay finds 2. Gomel Brew finds 3. And I don't know what is going on with my camera all of a sudden. All right, Gomel Brew taking another one down there. Teammate DC. 2 seconds. All right, so our official ruling here is matches will not be restarted or made null due to bugs, intentional disconnection, server crashes, or unintentional disconnections. Any technical issues or bug encounters must be played through. If major issues affect both teams during a match, the match may be replayed. All right, so we are in a 1v2 situation here until Yamo comes back. So, again, per the rules, this match continues through the disconnect. All right, so Whitefish Bay takes game 2. All right, looks like Whitefish Bay took game 2 in the other semifinal 5-4, and St. Croix Central took game 3 5-2. So St. Croix Central on match point here. Six two. All right, so we are just waiting for Yamo to come back here. Yep. All right, so, yep, both teams waiting for Yamo to come back here. All right, Yamo has joined the match, so hopefully we are good to go now. All right. Gomel said welcome back with a nice demo there onto Yamo. Meanwhile, Virus going to go ahead and take the nice little pinch bounce there and take the early lead here, 1-0. Nice job getting one over the top there, but Virus is there. Gomel Brew going for another demo here. Misses the aerial there off the wall. Nice 50 there. And Virus gets a demo this time. Virus sends one to the mid. Yamo's there in order to go ahead and redirect that off to the side here. Whitefish Bay changing up their play style a little bit here. A lot more demo offensive here. It is one of those adaptations in game styles that I do notice comes into play a lot more at different levels, is making sure that you're in their head a little bit. Making sure they're always trying to think like, oh, are they coming to blow me up here? And it forces you to not necessarily pay attention always to what you're doing because you're so worried about being blown up. Ooh, nice little give and take here. Not able to go ahead and find it. That was a great center ball there, though. Virus now tries to shove one into the corner there. Not going to be able to find it. Yamo goes up, gets just enough on it in order to go ahead and redirect it. Gomel looking for it, but Yamo's there on the back post. All right, Martin Luther flipping in here, looking for it. Not going to find it. Whitefish Bay sound defensively so far here. Whitefish Bay sends one down into the Martin Luther half here. Yamo off the back wall. Not a ton of boost, but enough to go ahead and send it back down into the Whitefish Bay half. Yamo controls another one. Whitefish Bay looking for it. Finds it. Ties it up at ones. All right, Martin Luther gets the offensive here. Yamo sends this one in. Gomel gets just enough of it. Oh, it's Go Mill Brew. I get it now. Wow. I am not the smartest man in the world. For some reason, I thought this was a coffee or something like that. Like, yeah, he's a big fan of coffee, like me too. But Go Mill Brew. Get it. Got it. I'm now a better man for knowing what the IGN is for. So, all right, Whitefish Bay trying to keep it into the Martin Luther half here. The demos have cooled off a little bit. Ooh, nice little pinch there by Virus. Able to send it down. Whitefish Bay now on the defensive here. A little give and go. Not going to be there. Oh, just off the inside post there. It's a 50-50 ball. Uh-oh, open net now. And Virus is going to go ahead and make him pay for that one. 2-1 in favor of Martin Luther. Ooh, not just enough there. Martin Luther double commit on the defensive side here. Whitefish Bay. Oh, Yamo fakes the pass there. And takes it themselves. All right, Yamo coming up on it. Oh, and there's a kickoff goal, making this one 4-1. Both decided to fake a little bit here. Go Mill Brew going to center one here. Virus up for this one here as well. Go Mill Brew is able to go ahead and just chip it in a little bit. Uh-oh, and that's going to go ahead and be 5-1 Martin Luther. And Virus is going to go ahead and take that one. We may be seeing the infamous World Cup scoreline here. Looks like Martin Luther is aiming for it here. Trying to go ahead and get themselves a Brazil. Whitefish Bay with the bump. Is that going to be enough for Virus to get there? It's not, and we are not going to have a Brazil on our hands. 6-1, final of Game 3. Martin Luther on match point. All right, so Martin Luther, 6-1. All right, Yamo off the sidewall here, flips it by one. Go Milbrew able to go ahead and chip it into the corner on zero boost, though, able to get just enough onto that aerial defense. Whitefish Bay sends it down, but Yamo is there. Goes for it in the corner, knowing the demo's likely coming. Double committing into the corner here. Whitefish Bay trying to defend these Martin Luther onslaught here into the offensive zone. Whitefish Bay just trying to slow down a little bit here, collect some boosts, gather a little breathing room here. Able to go ahead and keep it into the Martin Luther half. Ooh, and there's a demo there. And Yamo's going to go ahead and try to dance this one in. Gets over one and off the crossbar and in. Ooh, there's a demo. Center ball. Hey, Whitefish Bay ties it up at one. Nice demo. Nice little give and go pass there. Simple, clean, and effective. Go Milbrew off the backboard. Not able to go ahead and get the double tap there. Again, got to be careful here. You see the demo game now coming out from Martin Luther. Getting everybody just a little nervous about what's coming. Go Milbrew slows that one down, gets it around. Little pop over Virus, but Virus able to go ahead and send it down to safety. Chips one up over the top here. Yamo sends it wide. Gets demoed on the wall, though. Nice pinch there. .50-50 ball there. Virus with the demo on to go Milbrew. Oh, and Virus able to go ahead and get one just over the top. Ooh, not able to go ahead and get that one around Virus. Whitefish Bay sends it back in. Virus able to go ahead and get just enough onto it. That's kind of a dangerous ball, and go Milbrew able to go ahead and punish that dangerous ball and tie us back up at 2. And we got ourselves a kickoff goal for Martin Luther to go ahead and take the lead again. All right, go Milbrew. One flip. Not going to find 2. Got an open net there, though, but go Milbrew is able to go ahead and slow this down. Nice little touch there from Tegan. Waiting. Tegan's going to go ahead and send this one down into the Martin Luther half, and that's a long-distance goal. Whitefish Bay ties it up at 3. Virus tries to dance that one in, but Whitefish Bay is going to be able to go ahead and defend against it. Oh, go Milbrew trying to be aggressive there onto the back wall. Oh, this is a dangerous ball to just leave up into the air. Whitefish Bay is there to go ahead and take the lead. 4-3. Ooh, Yamo not able to go ahead and sneak it by go Milbrew. Oh, Tegan with the fake and drives it right by him. Whitefish Bay takes the lead 5-3 here. Oh, look at the fake out there. Nice job. All right, Whitefish Bay playing oh, unfortunately denied their own goal there. Dangerous ball to be just leaving up in front there. Martin Luther's up to go ahead and deflect it in. Yamo tries to go ahead and hit the Psycho, I believe. Just that little deflection. All right, Virus dancing that one up all along the ceiling there. Yamo sends one into the corner. 5-4, 21 seconds left to go here. Yamo sends it in and ties us all up at 5. There's been a number of kickoff goals this series. Fire's going to go ahead and try to chip one in. Yamo's up for it. Whitefish Bay, there's a great centering ball, and it's not going to fall to anybody. We could be looking at OT here. Yamo's going to go ahead and try to send that one in, and we are going to OT. Again, Martin Luther is on match point here. Whitefish Bay had a 5-3 lead at one point in this game. Go Milbrew going to go ahead and be able to get just enough on that one. Oh, Teagan waiting for it, but Virus was able to go ahead and just get enough onto it to interrupt the play. Go Milbrew just trying to shadow and mirror. Teagan sends one off to the corner. Yamo's going to go ahead and send it back in. Go Milbrew sends it back out. Able to get it over one. Looking for the play here. The overtime goal not going to be there. Oh no, and Teagan sends it in, and that's it for Martin Luther. 6-5 in OT. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set up the next lobby here in just a second. And then I got to update the Fenworks page, so I will BRB. All right, 2 seconds. All right, so Martin Luther is going to play St. Croix Central. Martin Luther, St. Croix Central, and Whitefish Bay. All right, let's get a lobby up. All right, so just got the code set up. So they just queued in a game since they are all sitting next to each other. Oh. All right, I think we're all in. All right, my bad. I'm answering too many Discord messages and stuff, so too many pings. All right, here we go. Virus going to go ahead and send one in off the sideboard there. Yamo not able to go ahead and find it. Hyde sends one in. All right, St. Croix Central tries to defend into the air. Yamo sends this one wide. Said Joby just misses there, though. Hyde not able to go ahead and get enough onto it, but Joby is there in order to go ahead and make the save. Yamo sends this one up top here. Joby on 0 boost has to get out of there and go ahead and refill the tank there. Joby sends this one down. Hyde chips one in, not able to go ahead and get over both defenders. There's a good center ball. Hyde able to go ahead and take advantage of it. And Hyde finds the back of the net. St. Croix Central off to a 1-0 lead in game 1. St. Croix Central has had success in their Rocket League seasons in the past. Martin Luther is the Division II state champs as of last year, and based upon the chatter that's in our Discord server, I would say Martin Luther is likely favored to repeat again this year. Nice little chip over. Is anybody there? Hyde is able to go ahead and scoop it up, and St. Croix takes a 2-0 lead. Yeah, based upon the discussion in the Discord server, I would say Martin Luther is a student favorite pick in order to go ahead and repeat this year. St. Croix Central, I know they had a number of students graduate, and I know are playing for UW River Falls. I don't know enough about their program as of right now to be able to make any assumption. And nice double tap there by Virus off the backboard. And I'll be honest, I didn't do my scouting report. I am not Andrew, and I'm not Wi-Fi, who's a spreadsheet wizard of tracking everybody's peak ranks and everything like that. So, all right, so Martin Luther brings this one a little bit closer here. Virus going to go ahead and get demoed. Joby waits for it onto the back wall. They're going to get pinched off the top, and Yamo gets served on a platter there. All right, game 1 is a game. No kickoff goal there this time. Ooh, nice double tap there, but Virus is going to go ahead and chip this one in, looking for the backboard. Nice play there by Hyde in order to go ahead and prevent. Ooh, Hyde there again. St. Croix defense trying to hold on. Said Joby gets just a little touch onto it, but not able to find the back of the net. Hyde sends one into the center. And Virus was able to go ahead and get just enough there. Hyde going to go ahead and go off the back wall again there and makes another nice save. Nice bump there. A crucial bump there off to Virus. But Virus says, let me repay that, and leaves the goal wide open for Yamo to take the lead here for Martin Luther. All right, there's a 50-50 ball there. So Joby just sends it into the Martin Luther half. Virus going to be there, able to pinch things off of the wall. Yamo in the middle here, looking to go ahead and get the deep buy, and Joby hits him with the Matumbo and says, Virus keeps it into the St. Croix Central half here. Yamo gets it a little bit further. Hyde's got to be careful. Again, looks like that demo game was sneaking up there. Speaking of demo, Hyde lands a nice demo there onto Yamo. Hyde sends this one into the corner here. Yamo gets just enough onto it. Said Joby was there, but not going as fast as Virus. Hyde tries to challenge onto the wall there. That's a bit of a risky play to make, but works out in their favor. Small little stutter there into the wall. Yamo just holds it into place so the Virus can come in on full boost here. There's a double tap. Not able to go ahead and get the angle. That was a very difficult angle. But Yamo's going to be able to go ahead and walk this one in as both St. Croix players on 0 boost. Not much you can do there. And Yamo will make you pay. All right, 40 seconds left to go here in this game 1. Virus and Yamo both committing up against the wall there. Hyde able to go ahead and defend. Sends it into the St. Croix half. Virus, nice center ball there. Yamo is there. Nice little give and go teamwork action. All right, couple little bumps here. Virus makes the dribble around and gonna go ahead and find the back of the net there too. Virus with the flip reset. Able to go ahead and walk that one in. Oh, Yamo finds another one there. Unfortunately, said Joby just out of boost and kind of stuck into the no-person land there and can't get back to defend in time. All right, there's a bump, and that's going to be all they wrote for game 1. Martin Luther takes game 1 6-2. Sorry, 7-2. I'm going to go ahead and quick update. Check in. Throw the scores in real quick. And we can go ahead and get ready for game 2. Oh, Yamo's got to change the car. Will we see a third Fennec? Or is Yamo going to switch to a Dominus? Could he pull out a Merc? Could we see a Scarab? Could we see the Fortnite Battle Bus? Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z. Virus going to go ahead and flip one over the top here. I don't know what happened to Yamo. I do like how said Joby rocking the Furia logo here, because it does look like the St. Croix logo. All right, hold on. I'm going to get pinged off of this one. All right, St. Croix Central able to go ahead and send this one back down. There's a nice demo. Sajobi's there. Nice pop up off the ceiling there. Going to try to get up. Not able to have enough boost. Hyde able to go ahead and send another one. There's a nice chip down. But Virus is there in order to go ahead and make the save. Yamo misses one, but Virus is right there in order to go ahead and take it. Little give and go, and unfortunately Hyde's going to go ahead and chip that one into the back of the net there. So Joby going to get fought off the ball there. Yamo's going to go ahead and be able to dance this one around here. Not going to find much with all of that. There was a nice demo there, which gave Martin Luther a slight advantage. Said Joby committing to that. That might be in, and it is. And Virus is just going to go ahead and kind of fake the aggression there and just laid off of it and was able to go ahead and find the back of the net. So Martin Luther off to a 5-0 lead here. Yamo clips one off the back wall here. Hyde's got nothing. Yamo's going to be able to go ahead and walk this one down, but there's the crossbar. Unfortunately, said Joby not going to have enough themselves either. Little pinch shot there from Virus. Virus tries to flip one over. Here comes Yamo, going to be able to dance this one down. Said Joby with a nice save. Now Martin Luther is just suffocating the boost out of the back corners. So Joby with a crucial demo here. Oh, off the post there. Fire's going to go ahead and try to dribble that one in. Yamo's there at the center line 50. Virus looking for the backboard play. Not going to be there, but now it's Yamo's turn, but said Joby's off the wall. Yamo almost able to get it in. Got ourselves a dog pile into the corner. All right, Hyde's able to get this one out. St. Croix Central just trying to get something. And there's going to be something. Ooh, said Joby and Hyde both commit for that one. Virus is going to be able to go ahead and walk this one in. Yamo sends this one into the St. Croix Central half here. Nice pinch onto the corner there for Hyde. Yamo gets just enough onto this one. Said Joby with the center ball, but Hyde not able to be on the receiving end there. And we got ourselves a 6-1 finish here for game 2. This puts Martin Luther on the advantage. On to game point. Let me go ahead and update the score here for the game. Martin Luther looking for the first club championship here. Center ball there. Said Joby goes for the 50, able to go ahead and get it in their favor. Virus also there. Said Joby getting the first goal here for St. Croix Central. Nice job there. Nice little touch. Pixel perfect there on the wall. Said Joby again gets one into the Martin Luther half here. Gets just enough. Hyde gets it just a little bit over Yamo. There's another ceiling touch there. And so Joby now going to go ahead and try to fight Yamo here. Able to go ahead and get the 50-50 defense. Yamo chips one up there. Virus misses it. So Joby sends it back down only as far as half court. Or I should say center for soccer terminology. Virus not able to go ahead and do anything with that nice center pass from Yamo. So Joby sends one in off the backboard, and now it's an open net for Virus, and we're going to be tied up at 1. Unfortunate doubled commit there from the St. Croix Central pair. And Virus able to go ahead and tie it up here. So Joby not going to be able to get back in time, and Yamo and Virus able to go ahead and work the little 1-2 here off the wall. All right, Hyde sends one down into the corner. Said Joby able to steal the boost here. Oh no! Just a slight miscommunication again. So Joby able to go ahead and send one into the into the Martin Luther half here. Oh, not able to go ahead and find it. St. Croix Central so close to finding the tying goal here. Nice 50. So Joby, another great defense. Sending this one around into the corner there. Again, a couple nice little workarounds there. Another nice demo. Hyde just tries to send one into the middle there. Oh, no. Hyde, great job, though, recovering for the teammate. Able to just choke out some of the boost there into the corner there. Oh. Joby just not able to get the lift over Yamo. Hyde keeps this one alive up into the air here. Hyde keeping it into the Martin Luther half here. It's a game point here, and like St. Croix Central has been doing a great job on the offensive side of the ball here. They have been a little bit more aggressive, and unfortunately that's what you have to do, being on game point. And it's going to be tougher here with Martin Luther on a 2-goal advantage here on game 3. Nice demo there. Virus slows it down, though, and just with a cute little chip into the St. Croix Central goal there to extend this to a 4-1 lead. Hyde sends it in. Nothing, no boost there, but able to go ahead and grab the full boost there off the corner. Virus. Joby, nice defense there. Is it going to be enough to get there? And it is! St. Croix Central halves the lead for Martin Luther. Oh, Yamo just off the post. Little give and go here. Joby able to go ahead and chip that one up and over. Yamo says, mine. Uh-oh. Dangerous ball there. Whew. Oh, stay out, stay out. Just off the post again. Joby going for it, but Virus is there. Oh, the open net. Oh, off the post again. The woodwork is the third defender here for St. Croix Central in game 3. .25 seconds left here. Yamo sends this one in. There's the crucial demo. There's a critical bump from Hyde. Oh, that's going to stay wide too. St. Croix Central, Joby sends it back into their half there, and that's going to be the game. Martin Luther with the 3-0. I don't think the score should feel reflective. St. Croix Central, that was a very good game 3. Martin Luther looked very good in game 1 and 2, and I think the adaptive play style for St. Croix Central in game 3 made it a much closer game. Martin Luther pulls it out in the end, but that was a very good game 3 to end the club season on. I think they should be proud for it, and I think I'm looking forward to seeing both of these teams to be in state. There you go, Virus calling out soon-to-be state in the chat. Must be feeling pretty confident for Division 2 again, and we'll see how they do. If they win state for D2 again, we'll see what they got in the gauntlet, because this year the ESES is going to University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, which gives Martin Luther kind of the home field advantage if they're able to go ahead and repeat and get to represent Wisconsin on that stage. So that's going to be it. I'll be in contact with Martin Luther, get you all a couple t-shirts, some stickers, and a couple buttons here for your club championship. Again, congratulations. Fortnite also wrapped up over there, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get over there to look at the scores too. Yeah, that's the end of our club season. Tune in tomorrow here on the YouTube channel for Varsity Smash, hopefully, and then Wednesday for Varsity Overwatch playoffs as well. See you December 5th and 6th at UW Eau Claire for the Fall State Championship up at GeekCon. Let me go ahead and give a quick promo here for them too. It is a anime and cosplay convention too, so if you're coming, make sure you dress up. That's going to be it for me tonight here on the cast. I will see all of you tomorrow for Varsity Smash. Have a great night, everybody.